What if I told you the world's most expensive coffee starts with a civet spoop? Deep in the forests of Bali, civets eat the ripest coffee cherries, and nature handles the rest. After a thorough wash, these beans are roasted into one of the smoothest brews ever tasted. It's earthy, chocolatey, and outrageously rare. Would you say Bali's wildest brew? If you've ever wondered how Luwak coffee actually goes from poop to premium brew, this video has the full journey step by step. But seriously, why does this little guy always look sleepy? I'm sure you really want to find out. Just a 35-minute drive from the bustling heart of Ubud, nestled in the dense greenery of Bali's countryside, lies a hidden sanctuary, a place where coffee isn't just brewed, it's born wild. As soon as you step in, the scent of roasted beans blends with fresh jungle air. The bird song, the rustling palm fronds, and the sound of nature at work, it's a different kind of peace.
Koi fish.
Nice. Beautiful.
It's everywhere in Bali right now, especially in the house area, temple area. It's like the symbol of the fortune.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. Maracuya, passion fruit.
Maracuya, it's a fruit.
Yeah, passion fruit.
But this isn't just a plantation, it's a living, breathing experience. Here's what you get when you visit a guided tour of the full Luwak coffee process, from poop to pour, a civet enclosure where you meet the sleepy stars of the show, tasting session with 12 plus types of exotic teas and coffees, all while overlooking the lush Bali rice terraces.
And I'm gonna show you how the local people used to eat this. This side, just peel it a little bit like this. Put it close to your mouth. Squeeze the berries till the seeds comes out into your mouth. Suck them out like candy.
Oh.
It's gonna be great experience. You will get the nutrient, vitamin C from this. Not the caffeine.
2 seeds.
You taste the sweetness?
Hmm.
Very sweet, right?
Yeah.
Even in
Nice.
this current situation.
sweets.
Yeah, normally it has 2 seeds.
Hmm.
This is we call the female coffee beans.
Oh.
If it has only one, that is the male one. There are two different type of coffee beans.
Oh, this is the
And this is
animal.
the famous animal.
Oh God.
Luwak. The local name of this animal is Luwak. That's why the
Okay.
coffee that comes out from their backside, it's known as Luwak
Luwak
coffee.
coffee. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are living here in the wild naturally. They are wild animals. They are nocturnal, so they are going to be sleeping during the day and wake up
Okay.
at night. They will be roaming around, stealing a lot of tropical fruits from the local farmer here, like bananas, papayas, guava.
Okay.
And when the ripe season of the Arabica coffee berries, their poop, it's going to be very precious. We can make coffee out of their poops. It even become one of the most expensive coffee in the world. And it was our local Indonesian coffee when Indonesia were got colonized by the Dutch, the Netherlands. They took a lot of things. They also grow the coffee trees here back at that time.
Okay.
So it's going to be a trouble for our ancestors whenever they want to make a cup of coffee if they pick the coffee berry straight from the tree. And their poop is like everywhere on the ground in the jungle.
Yeah.
That was the only way. They don't even care it's going to taste bad or good. But
I've heard about the origin story. It's kind of like need is the mother of invention. That kind of thing. They didn't have any source to have coffee otherwise.
Exactly.
So.
but
But look, it's
Indonesia,
most expensive.
yeah, and Bali
today.
especially, it's even become one of the touristic place here in the world.
Yeah.
And the local people gonna be very happy whenever they see the tourists surrounding their house area. They will serve them with the poops coffee,
Yeah.
and it's getting really famous and popular because the taste is gonna be different and it's healthier inside of their belly. They have like natural enzyme that can reduce the bitterness, the acidity from the caffeine from the coffee beans. And this animal, they are never eat the wrong thing. They will only eat the ripest and the best fruits. So for the coffee berries, it's gonna be the best one from the tree. But this one is not the one who produced the Luwak coffee beans. We got it from the wild one. There are so
Okay.
plenty here in the jungle. This one is like a pet. His name is
Okay.
Dochi.
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 Okay. Hello, Dochi.
He used to with the people and the tourists. That's why he changed a little bit of his habit.
Mm-hmm.
He used to wake up during the day.
Yeah, I think like they sleep during the day otherwise, yeah.
It all begins with what most would walk past. These seemingly ordinary droppings, they hold Bali's golden secret. Each pile is gently picked from under the civet's path, carefully inspected and sent for the magical transformation. The beans inside are washed repeatedly until they're free of impurities. Then they're sun dried under Bali's warm skies for hours, sometimes days, no chemicals, just patience, just purity. Once dried, the real work begins. Local women hand peel every bean from its parchment layer and sort it manually one by one for perfection. Next, the heart of flavor, roasting. Over open fire, the beans are roasted in clay pots, stirred continuously to unlock their deep aroma. From roast to grind, it's all manual. Pounded into fine powder, brewed in traditional pots, and finally poured into a cup that smells like earth, chocolate, and rain. Who would have thought a process that begins in the wild, refined by nature and hand, could give rise to the smoothest, rarest coffee on earth? Now you know. And next time tasting it, with one big question, is it really worth the hype? So, next time you sip a cup of Luwak, know that it started with nature's most unexpected gift, refined not in factories, but under the jungle canopy of Bali.